After the Museo, the team, or more specifically Brian, has been tipped off about a very discreet but respected workshop, also in Modena. Though places like this aren't always easy to find.
With every job, the start of that process requires a line drawing. That is a two-dimensional drawing to actually see the shape evolve. And what you're looking at here is exactly that. Now, zero datum being the centre of the rear wheel, and then they've gone in increments of 200mm, which give you basically a three-dimensional layout for the drawing. It's an intuitive process, and they do it very, very well. We're looking at a 340mm here, and what you're looking at is the basic frame, or the point of reference, that the coach builder uses to actually frame and start building the car. It's a process that encompasses using the bodywork, but also using the free-flowing lines of the vehicle to then map out the three-dimensional shape of the vehicle. This is a particular style that's really only seen here in Italy, and it's a very effective way of being able to, one, measure the three-dimensional form, but also then be able to look inside to make sure that the aluminium is actually taking over the whole surface. You can see that Alberto here has been making up the series of panels, so it looks a little like a giant patchwork quilt. And of course, it fits easy, but it takes many hundreds of hours to actually make all of this work and work professionally. As you can see, everything is now ready for him to fit. He's got, the next phase will be to start turning all those edges and then aligning it and creating a perfect gap. Kelly, how long have you been in the industry for?
L'azienda l'ho aperta negli anni 1975.
This car is ready for a new panel.
Yeah.
Because the old panels is completely destroyed.
We're looking at the primary structure of the car being set up for the development of a brand new body on this car. It's a very rare machine. A 250 GT short wheelbase, a competition car, so it's a lightweight body. What we're looking at in the way of this structure is again, a plan, right? A three-dimensional plan to start work from. So what we have here is this external structure supporting the window aperture and the external structure supporting the rear window aperture. So now what these guys have to do is fill in the blanks. It's like working with a jigsaw puzzle, but a three-dimensional jigsaw puzzle. Now that 250 short wheelbase up the back, the Competizione car, how long will it take you to physically make a new body for that car?
Sono preventivate circa 1600 ore di carrozzeria, più la verniciatura.
Italy is really the spiritual home of the classic car, the sports car, but in fact it's the disciplines that make them that are actually more important. Some of these disciplines that are being practiced have been practiced here for centuries. When they were brand new, there were small teams of artisans that were actually assembling and making these cars go together. Wonderful craftsmanship being put on display here, and it's a very rare privilege to actually be in a shop like this. And have you always worked exclusively for Ferrari?
Sì, il percorso è tutto Ferrari e ho sfiorato anche Lamborghini e Maserati automatico.
Not only do they create replicas of classics here at Autosport, but there is quite a bit of top secret construction for Ferrari themselves. And by the time you see this show, things might be a bit less time sensitive.
Not only are they engaged in the commercial work and the restoration work, but they're also an OEM supplier to the Ferrari factory. It's a very labour-intensive process, and do you love this work?
Dico purtroppo sì, ed è solo il mio lavoro.
The paint just looks sensational. They've blocked the paint off so that stands out, and it's bold, and it looks has that raw but textured and industrial look. This is a 212 Inter, one of the very first Ferraris, and it's been beautifully painted. And you can see that when you're looking at it straight off the gun, it's just perfect. They make it look so easy, but believe me, there's a lot of preparation work to make it look this good. And you do work for clients all over the world?
Tutto il mondo, sì, sì, compresa
Yeah.
l'Australia.
The Australian car you did, I understand, was the Steve McQueen 275?
Yeah,
The Vern Schuppen?
yeah,
Sì,
yeah.
sì,
That's right.
Sure.
And now that resides in the museum
Grande-
itself, yeah?
Yeah.
Un grande cliente.
Now he's in the museum.
Grande cliente,
Yeah.
una persona perfetta.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
La macchina Steve McQueen è nel cuore.
Yeah, it's a job from the heart.
Yeah, it's a job from the heart. Yeah, sure.
See. Right, thank you very much for allowing us to come.